just look less awkward.
I don't know what. Yes.
I like to see it pretend something that we're not actually sitting together, like in movie theaters.
And that's usually a very straight dude thing to do, is put that empty seat.
We're just friends,
Right,
you can tell by the empty seat.
Yeah.
So I saw last night on Twitter that y'all won the MTV New Fandom Award. How did you feel about that?
Oh, it was thrilling. It's the competition, like it was like those were shows with much bigger numbers than ours. So that was very cool. Yeah.
How have you been pleased with the fan reaction to the first season?
It's been great. And it's so different. You know, like the last time when I had Veronica Mars on the air, there was no Twitter, and so this has been kind of my first time to have social media with a show, and it was also an odd thing for us because we had shot all of our episodes, everything was in the can before they ever started airing. And usually, like, when you have a show on the air, you're getting response that's only like 4 weeks, like you're 4 weeks ahead of the fan response, and so you could kind of steer the ship, you could kind of hear what fans are responding to, what they like, what they don't like, and kind of adjust a little bit midstream. This time, there was no opportunity to do that, so we had to kind of rely solely on what are we digging in the show, what are we thinking works. But it was fun. It's such a weird generational thing now. Like all of our actors are so dialed into their social media, and I kind of learned it all when we were doing the Veronica Mars movie. But like, it's an intense thing. Like on show night, it's like almost part of the job now to get out there and respond to people on Twitter and really check it out. It's fun. Yeah. I mean, there used to be Television Without Pity when we did Veronica Mars, and so you'd get the oh wow, and in a way that was more interesting because you could get the long blocks of thoughtful, and now it's 140 characters, but it still tells you a lot about what's working and what's not working.
You said that there was, but you couldn't steer the ship, you had to rely on yourself, which probably made it purer, but was there something you saw the fans do that you wish you could have adjusted a little bit?
Oh yeah, the response to the death of Lowell, I had no idea how that shocked me. I mean, we knew we had him for 5 episodes, so that was always the plan. And we thought, Bradley is a terrific actor, and we were watching it and thinking, oh, this played well, this is nice. But there were so many reactions like, we will not forgive you for this. There's a William Goldman story and Adventures of the Screen Trade, and he's talking about doing the Redford movie, The Great Waldo Pepper, and he says the thing that went wrong in that movie is they cast an actress who was too good. They cast a young, why am I blanking on her name right now? Star of Bull Durham, Susan Sarandon, a young, brand new Susan Sarandon, and she dies in the middle of the movie, and William Goldman says, and the audience never forgave us. She broke their hearts, and they would not respond. And suddenly, as I'm watching our season unfold, I'm like, oh my God, we Susan Sarandoned ourselves. And, but I think they got past it. And then there were some things that really I felt pretty sure this is how this is going to play out, and I felt like it did. I knew, I had a sense that in the early part of the season that Major would be viewed as, he's the boyfriend pining away, and that's not that interesting. But we had that storyline in mind the whole time for his evolution, and I thought by the end, people are gonna be on board for that Major story, and I felt very good about that.
A lot of times season 2 of shows tend to get darker. Is it going to happen?
Well, in season 1, Blaine was killing homeless teenagers, and I'm trying, there's going to be more, there's going to certainly be mayhem and some dark times. I don't know necessarily if we're going to top that, just in terms of sheer evil. But it'll have its moments of darkness. It's so, we're a zombie show, but we sort of know from the beginning that we're not going to out Walking Dead The Walking Dead. That we are still going to try to be flippant and funny and make the comedy work. And if we went into just an unrelentingly dark place, I don't know that the tone of our show would work. But it'll certainly have its moments of intensity, and there will be blood.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Right.